All right. Oh, I gotta take the elevator.
The moon shines on the truth.
Second. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hold on, I gotta check something just to make sure everything's running correctly. Alright, cool.
Danger.
Hey, welcome to stream, folks. How are you doing? Alright, not that person. Hey, welcome back to the stream, Modifi. How are you? It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Let's see. Over here. About to put a pound of beef from the freezer to the fridge for thawing. Like for like later in the day? Hi, how are you? Are you here for this curio too? Which curio is this curio? Well, just on that, it's the toilet seat I was sitting on. Oh, you're here for experiment 13 as well? The curio that looks like a toilet seat? You seen it? I used to see it in our department every day. There, that thing in front of you is the curio. The department used to... Alright. Then he had a long explanation. I just want to get my dailies done and out. With that, we're finally done our dailies. Now I can finally get back to the quest. Alright, let's do this.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Mela. As usual, one pick of Himiko for one piece of Gothic. Quid pro quo. Can I put out my tab? Only for you, 20% interest for me. Every 5 trades, you give me one more pick. So very like you. That's settled. Go ahead and tell me what you need for a missing researcher list. Help me find the connection between these people. Oh, how interesting. This disappearance has been a hot tie, and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't know have a complete set management too. How would I be? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the hire just doesn't have enough things to do in their lives. They're the same people who randomly create their own expectations and get disappointed when those aren't meh. Nothing good will come out of hanging out with them. You sure are enlightened. You flatter me by so narrow what you owe me. Don't worry, I'll get in touch if I have any news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times, but it's been a few system hours and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
About Duke Inferno. From the Annihilation game. It's best not to get involved. The space station is in trouble.
I didn't really notice at first, but it's been the last time I saw him.
Alright. Ignore that.
That jerk! Jerk! Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
You got USA. What did Adler do to you?
Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities.
The question will be, will Misha be on Black Swan banner or Sparkle banner, or will they both be on the same phase? Yeah, we'll have to see.
He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
We'll get him back.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
You got something? Alright. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlaps, but they all have posted pretty extreme comments against the management on the dark web and have a large number of supporters. Okay, so they're all people that are against management. I know this result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Recap of Ella's findings.
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Wing Shanling is being a Cinderella right now. Oh yeah. I think we only scratch the surface of this Ifrit. Fire demons Fatora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader, and even among the fire demons, his flames belongs to a special category. WDYM? Question mark. In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitnesses reports claiming that miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I speculate that if its flame may have inherited some ability other... Oh, hold up, I gotta read what you're saying. Let's see. What the freak that I know? I heard the finding some surprise that was difficult to catch up because it kept shifting between phases. There is not much information about it, only one line that catches the eye, burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flames behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Huh. That's all I have. The number of related records is limited. I'm not sure if that was helpful to you. Darn it, are we gonna have to go through like another questioning phase?
The moon shines on the truth.
Say what works best.
Sound lingers. Eternal.
Blade of moonlight.
Dang, the one that they shut down is the only character that can do damage. Oh, yeah, luckily she activated her thing before. Guess I won't get this trotter.
All will be swept away by the wind.
In lunar flame.
Okay, I got the trotter, that's all I wanted.
Blade of moonlight.
Yeah, I could probably get away with just putting Bronya instead of Trailblazer. That should be better, I think.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
Oh no.
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed, and I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Phrase.
I understand. So the answer is
Tenuous connections. First,
Oh my
Adler's
gosh.
disappearance. He must have come across some
I understand.
tenuous The next angle
It better not
is
be the
what
other
the
one.
victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. First, Adler's disappearance.
I understand.
Tenuous connect first.
What? Why give us the
Adler's
option if none of them are gonna be the options? Like,
He must have
that's what
come
I don't
across
get.
The next angle
Alright,
is
alright,
what
alright.
the victims have in common.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discover they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
Phrase?
During prior unrest instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions.
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius. Intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
Only 29 days?
The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Sir Kal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process. If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the phase flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
Booklet.
When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
Alright, that wasn't as bad as the other
I don't
one.
know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
License space driving. Okay, one on access. The missing researchers are all opinion readers on the space's dark web. Holy moly, you know stuff that you know the security department isn't aware of. I got the file from next door. It sounds far-fetched, but on the all chance that it's true, I smell a conspiracy. This is the whole thing, missing thing to get rid of the centers. That's just a brilliant plot, just as they come late, but it will be served. The management must sit down. The management must sit down. Blah blah blah. Everybody knows, I guess.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Whoa, okay.
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shiftability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
What do we do now?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Alright, guess we're going in. Team must include Dr. Ratio. Quick setup. You know what? Why don't we just add these guys? Oh, wait a minute.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. Mr. Ratio.
The infernal fire is...
Alright, guess we go.
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Screwlum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Alright, guess we go over here then? Okay, I guess we go around. I thought we like take it to teleport, but nope.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
What does this thing do? Let's see. Traces. Oh wow, he's already at frickin' 10. After using technique, create a special dimension that taunts nearby enemies lasting for 10 seconds. Oh, he's a tank? Okay. The television has a 40% fixed chance of launching a follow-up attack against its target for one time. Imagine their chance of launching follow-up attack increased by 20% if the target is defeated. What about his skill? Dealing imagine damage equal to Dr. Ratio's attack to a single target. When Dr. Ratio's allies attack a target affected with Wise Man Folly, Dr. Ratio launches his talent follow-up attack one more time against the target. Wise Man Folly can be triggered up to 2 times and only affect the most recent target of Dr. Ratio's ultimate. This trigger count says after Dr. Ratio's ultimate is used. What about this? When dealing damage to it, adds 3 more debuffs for each debuff the target has. The damage dealt by Dr. Ratio to this target increases by 10%. Oh, okay. And skill is used to attack an enemy. There's a 100% base chance to reduce attack target's effect resistance by 10% for 2 turns. When Dr. Ratio uses a skill, every debuff on the target, his crit rate increases by 2.5% and crit damage by 5%. This effect can stack up to 6 times. So that can stack up to 30. And 30 and like 8? Say 8 or I don't know. Who do you think I should wish for? Blade or around me? I mean, it really just depends on what you have. Like, if you're lacking a DPS, I'd say go for Blade. If you're lacking a support buffer, then I'd say Ron May. But then again, you could also get the what do you call it, Bronya too. But then just having Ron May on top of Bronya just makes it even better. It's just really up to what you're lacking in your account. But keep in mind, I'm not an expert. Like I'm still building my account, and this game's been out for like half a year already, or more than that actually.
Mediocre. Answer me. 0 points.
The fight is set.
Lend me your strength.
Mediocre.
Is Ahong good for DPS? I mean, as a free-to-play, he's a valid option for sure. Yeah, as a free-to-play option, yes. Just keep in mind that he's like a single-target DPS, so against multiple enemies, he's not that great, but against like fewer enemies, he's pretty strong. Wait, I can't go through there, so I guess I go around in a circle. Yeah, more fire sword than... Yeah, to be fair though, for Blade and Ron May, I did spend money to get both of them. Well, technically for Blade, I won my 50-50.
Your end approaches.
For his Lycon, I spent some money, but then I got his Lycons literally within the next 10 pulls. And I got 2 of them, so I got pretty lucky on that. And then for Ron May, I won my 50-50 again, spending money. And then for a Lycon, I also won my 50-50 as well. So I got really lucky on this banner phase.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me.
The Doctor Ratios, ultimate, and skill is pretty cool.
To guard and defend. Crush them. You bully!
The test. The fight is set.
Lend me your strength.
Savor it for me.
Guess we're going around in the space station again. Unless they're gonna make us take a different route.
Why? This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
Guess we go upstairs then. The quest is really fun. Yeah, I think so too.
For the theater of the mediocre.
What the fruit? Okay, so that's what it meant to taunt enemies.
Mediocre.
I guess it's useful if you're trying to get past everybody, but
Your
you
end
know, I
approaches.
don't think we need to.
Lend me your strength.
Yeah, hopefully Blade doesn't die.
Let me tend your wounds.
Yep.
Unnecessary. I failed to send you.
Blade is always on his last toes. Hey. Where are we going? Wait a minute. You go over here? Alright, guess we go over here then.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Alright, we're getting closer. Let's heal Blade, because I don't want him to die on me. Oh. Let's just ignore him. I don't feel like fighting him anymore.
For the theater of the mediocre.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
Is it gonna turn into a boss battle now? That's a Legion, isn't it? Wait a minute. No, that's a lot of... There's Mars Strike and Legion.
No theatrics of stalling. Let's see.
Oh, and why don't you use this first? Whatever.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points. Your end approaches.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Alright, Blade.
0 points.
Get to 5 and show me what we can do.
You bully!
Test.
Darn, his shit is up though.
Failed to send you.
Good enough for me.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno.
Knows no mercy.
Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you.
Let's see. This.
Troublesome.
I'm asking questions.
Answer me. Failed to send you.
SAS.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Time wasn't your prescription! Persistence is timely.
The fight is set. 0 points.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
A blade knows no mercy. Failed to send you. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Secret of the safe.
Your answers?
You bully!
Lend me your strength.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
What's in your prescription?
Test. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
A miracle.
Alright, we got her back. What about the other people?
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
How did you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is this the end?
Yes, it is over.
To hell with other people? What do you mean? I like Adler, he's pretty cool.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
I heard lead researcher Asta was attacked too. Oh yeah, the fact that she was attacked made everybody's suspicions fall, huh? Alright. It seems that the Annihilation game isn't just about mindless violence, as the rumor suggests. If the lead researcher wasn't rescued at then, we'd all be in deep trouble, not sincerely. Maybe she's the one who... Really? Oh my gosh. That line of thoughts, do you have some merit? Enough for that? It's ridiculous. Yep. This is all just people talking. He got the Luigi Mansion treatment.
Waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlam. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
but still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You know what kind of interaction I would love to see is like an interaction between Alhaitham and Dr. Ratio. Because like, he kind of reminds me of Alhaitham, but with more of an attitude than anything.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
That's pretty cool. Dr. Ratio has become a visitor to this race. You might come across Dr. Ratio when you return to this race. Is there any cool things I can make? Let's see. Topological. Increase the speed of all allies by 24%. Wow, okay. When used, increase all ally chance to resist frozen by 50% for the next battle. Yeah, I need to get more recipes. Could have sworn I synthesized 10 items, but whatever. Firm. Flame. There. And then that should be everything for that. I wonder if I should switch to like Genshin Impact or something. I feel like switching either to Valor or Genshin Impact. Let's see what my friends are doing. I could end the stream here for today too. Because pretty much the only other things I can do is other like side quests. I mean, there is like a companionship quest right here, but I'd rather save that for like some other time. Yeah, companion mission. The giant furnace glances down upon the people abandoned by everyone to the city. Under the worsening living conditions, everyone is doing their best to survive, weaving poison stories into their lives. Uriel 6. Yeah, only other stuff I can do is pretty much just do side quests. There's an event too, but I'm sure that'll take a while. I mean, it lasts for like, how many days does that last for? 38 days, wow. Anyways. What is your similarity? Yeah, I'll probably save everything else for another time. Anyway, GG's. I'm gonna call it a day. And see you guys later. What's today, Ashley? Today is Thursday. So yeah, I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Anyways, bye-bye.